Hello, everyone. It's time for my collective worship again, and this one's aimed for the end of the week, so probably Friday's worship. It sort of follows on from all the other ones that we've had this week, because this week we learned about when Mary and Joseph took Jesus to the temple when he was a baby to be blessed. And the fact that Mary and Joseph met Simeon and Anna. And now we're going to look a little bit later in Jesus' childhood, because there's not much in the Bible actually about Jesus when he was a young boy, but there is one story from when he was a child, the Bible, and it's a story that tells us about Jesus growing up a little bit. Now, Jesus would have spent some time at school, but it would have been a school in a local synagogue, which is a Jewish church building. And the teachers would have explained about reading and writing and God to the children. And Jesus would have gone to this school and would have had a chance to learn with the other children. I'm sure he would have made the most of his learning opportunities. But once a year, everyone in Jesus's village went to Jerusalem for a few days for a special celebration. Mary and Joseph took Jesus with them, and they all had a really good time. Not surprised to hear. Anyway, when they were on their way home, and Jesus was about 12 at the time, I believe, when they were on their way home, Mary realised that Jesus wasn't with them. So she asked Joseph if he'd seen him. Joseph no idea, hadn't seen him anywhere. So they thought, well, we better go back to Jerusalem and find out where he's gone. So they walked back to Jerusalem, probably ran back to Jerusalem, I'd imagine, because they were really worried. They rushed back to the city. Where could he be? So they went to all the rooms that they'd stayed in, looked around the roads nearby. Eventually, they decided they'd have a bit of a rest in the temple, huge synagogue at the heart of the city. They entered the building. They could see Jesus sitting there, on the floor, and he was talking in the temple. As they went closer, they could hear him asking questions, really intelligent questions, to find out everything that he could. He was listening and he was learning all the time. The priests were really impressed with everything that Jesus knew and his eagerness to learn more. Anyway, Mary and Joseph went up to Jesus and said, "Oh, we were really worried about you. Where were you? We didn't know where you were." And Jesus said to them, "Didn't you know that I'd be in God's house learning more about God?" And Mary and Joseph thought, wow, it's really impressive that they really understood how important, how essential learning about God was to Jesus. Now, I think there are two really important things for us to learn from this story. First of all is the fact that Jesus was really keen to learn and he worked hard at it. And I think that's really important for us to think about with ourselves. Do we enjoy learning? I know I do. I'm a little bit older than you, but I still feel that I'm learning all the time. And I really enjoy learning. I really enjoy finding out new facts, new skills, all sorts of things. And I think it's such an important thing that we enjoy learning all the way through our lives. And the other thing that is really important from that story is that Jesus did learn in a school how to read and write and other subjects, but he felt that the most important learning for him was learning about God. And that's a really important thing for us to remember as well, that we can focus on all of our school subjects, but we also need to think about what's really important in life and make sure we spend some time learning about that. In another part of the Bible, in Proverbs, there is a saying that says this: do yourself a favor and learn all you can. And I think that's really good advice. And we need to think about that today. We need to think about what we can learn. At the moment, we're all stuck doing remote learning. It's not easy. It's really hard, probably a little bit interesting as well, because it's something that people haven't really done in the way we're doing at the moment. But it's an opportunity for us, all of us, to think, well, I'm going to try and learn all I can. I'm going to try and come back to school in a few weeks' time and know that I've made really good progress in my learning. So I want everybody to think about what they can do in their remote learning over the next few weeks to make sure that they really grow their mind. I think that's really important. Say a prayer now. Dear Lord, thank you for our schools, for all the people who work here, for all the children who learn here. Help us to think more, to listen more, and to learn more this year. Amen. That's my last assembly for the week. So I'll be doing another assembly for Monday for everyone to watch. But for now, have a lovely weekend. Bye.